Hi, my name is Jessica Vega, and I'm here to talk about phonemic awareness for kindergarten, also phonics and comprehension. I'm gonna give you some of the strategies that I've been using in my classroom. Um, we know that phonics is really important. The phonic awareness is really important because that's where students learn how to recognize the words are middle sounds and syllables, and that's going to help them later on when they're reading. This is when they realize what is a word, what is the difference between a word and a letter, and how to put this word in parts, like how to make it simple for them. So one of the strategies that I use in the classroom is blending phonemes. So I use the arm for each of the sounds. For example, if we're going to do cat, I do k, and I touch my shoulder, and then and I put my arm, and then I touch my elbow and say my wrist, cat, and then I just move my my hand like I'm sweeping, and then I make the students do the same. So we know kindergartens, they need to move a lot, so that makes them pay more attention, and it's fun for them to do it. And the other thing that I do once they understand a little bit more, I like to do the phoneme manipulation with the family words, like the cat. I put cat in the whiteboard, and you can use even magnetic letters. Then you can take away the C, and then you put the H, and you say, now what new word did I make? So you're like at, hat. So that's why it's really important for them to know what's a family word, and how to manipulate all this, the letters, the sounds. So then they get all excited when they figure out what's the new word. Um, you can use the blending phonemes as a whole group, and then use the choir technique. So everybody's saying at the same time, at, cat. Or even you can use your fingers, at, and then you put it together, cat. They like to do that too. Um, and then you can even make your hire kids just to lead the process. And with the family words, that's fun even for the kids. If you have like ready some words for them, and you say, okay, the only thing that is going to change is the first letter or the first sound, because by then they don't know exactly the letters. Most of the time for phonemic awareness is the sound, so you're just going to change the first sound. And then they make new words. Some words are accurate and some words are um nonsense words, but they it is fun for them to figure that out, to start decoding. For phonics, I like to match some of the consonant vowel consonants. So then you have a lot of cards, and then you have to look at the picture. Oh, sorry. Well, the first one is so you have a piece of paper, and you let's start with the cat. So you have a picture of a cow, and you ask them what's the first sound of cow. So what letter makes the sound? So then they have to write the letter C. And then the second picture, it's it can be an apple. So you go apple. What's the first sound? Apple. So then you have the C and you have the A. And then the last one you have a turtle. And you say, what's the first sound of turtle? So what letter makes the sound? So now write the last one. So they have to put it together, and then and then you're like, what is the word that was the mystery word that we did? So, and then they have to make the sound at cat, and you can make it like that with a lot of words. So just have to make sure that they have ready the worksheets without the pictures forming the words. And that's something that you even once that you teach them how to do it, you can do it as a group, and then make it like, okay, we're gonna make a game. Let's see which group decodes, well, finds the word that is hiding with the pictures. And then you give points or just congratulate them and then get all excited. And then they're reading, they're decoding, they're matching the first sound, learning about the first sound in a way that um, makes sense for them and it's fun. Another one is, now I can go with the cards, is having a lot of cards and with the same ending. Again, families. And then they can separate them. They have Joe, Cat, Matt, Slug, Rock, and Brad. And of course, what they have to do is they have to separate them by the ending. So Jack will go with Slug and Rock, and then Cat, Matt, and Brad will go together. So once that they separate them, then that can be another game for them. Then they have to read it to you as a group. Each of the kids receive one word, and then they have to read it to you or read to each other. And then they're collaborating, they are working together, they're having fun, they're engaged, because even though that they're learning, it's still like a game. And for this, just have to they have to learn what it's a CBC word, because you're going to use that term a lot as a teacher. So make sure that they know what you're talking about. And my last one is the comprehension. Comprehension is really important. It's a key since kindergarten, because this is going to be something that they're going to carry from this age. You're going to be the beginning of this comprehension, and it's really important even for when they go to the college. They have to comprehend what they're reading. So if we start doing a great job, I think they're going to be in the right track. So I love to start with when they identify the characters and the settings, and start with a question like, which ones are the characters of the book? Which one is the character that the book talks more about? Where did it happen? What was the events? What's the end? And what's your favorite part? So to do this, came up with like, once that you teach it, once that they comprehend, like a big project for the kids, that you can put them in groups of 5, and then they're gonna illustrate. We know kindergartens, they cannot write; they're learning to write, but they can illustrate. So one of the students, they can draw the characters of the book. And you always have a kindergarten, you have a bunch of kindergartens, they know how to draw and they're really excited about it. And even you can have some iPads or even the computer to teach them how to draw the characters, and they love to follow that. Like my kids, they love to do a lot of direct drawings, and now they're learning how to do it in the art class. So you can have even the print sheets, like they know how to start doing the characters. So one of them that they really enjoy doing that, they can do that. So they can do the characters in a piece of paper. And then the other one can do the setting, drawing the settings. The other drawing the events, like give them 3 events: middle, beginning, middle, and end. They just have to do the 3. And then use your high ones to put some of the labels. He can make the labels, or he can do the events. And the events, even they can be part of 3 other students. They can One of the students can draw the beginning, the other can do the middle, and the other one can do the end. So the 5 people in the groups, they are working, because you don't want no one just messing around and walking, because then, yeah, the chaos starts in kindergarten. So, and then they have to talk together and say what was our favorite character or favorite part of the book, and why. That's an important question. Why was it? And then tell them that at the end, when the posters are done, of course you have to be there and help them, because they're gonna get lost. But once that the poster are done, they can talk about it and they can expose. It's really nice to see how kindergartens do it. Sometimes they're really shy and someone just gonna talk, one of them. But then you can ask questions and then become more and more then you can less nervous, and then they start sharing their ideas. And it is nice to hear all the things that they have to say. So that's one of the strategies that I have. And use your fingers, of course, use your five, and make sure to make a poster. And make sure to have like in the poster or in the anchor chart to make if the characters make like a little person, and even put puppets on you, even in the settings, put a house and stuff like that, and they love that. And that's how I teach it. So it is fun, and then the project at the end, they love it. Another is when you're reading any book, just start asking questions. What do you think this is happening? What do you think is gonna happen? They love to guess, and take a bunch of them, a bunch of the answers, and then keep reading. And then you teach them how to infer in a cool way. Also, what I do is I like to ask them, do you think the character is sad? Why do you think this? How can you tell me? And then I make them like also look at the pictures. Or sometimes it's just like, okay, we're gonna see the pictures, and what do you think the book is gonna be about? The title is this, and you saw the pictures. What do you think it's gonna be? So I ask a lot of questions while you're reading. So then they start comprehending. I don't like to read the book and then ask questions on the end, because it's a lot to take for the kindergartens. I like to ask questions while I'm reading the book. And this technique has been really good. When and you know it is really nice to see and hear about your kindergartens, everything that they have learned. Well, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening to me.